did a MAF test yesterday and recorded some footage, or tried to record some footage when I finished, but my SIM card was full, so the footage that I was intending to shoot I couldn't do. So anyway, here I am now. So that was yesterday, doing that MAF run, and it didn't go, I suppose it did go to plan, but it didn't go as well as I would have wanted it to, but it went probably what I thought it would do. I hadn't done a whole lot of volume in the month, hadn't increased my volume for sure in the month from the last time I did the MAF test, and I kind of thought that I would be in around the same range as the last time, like so, as in no major increments in my MAF time, and that came to fruition. So I think I did, I'll stick the time up here. I think it was 39:49 or somewhere around that, so just under the 40 minutes, which is what it was the last time. The average pace was 4:58 per kilometre, and the last time I did it I think was 4:57. So there's a couple of factors that probably led into that. Probably the first and foremost was that the volume just wasn't up high enough. I had a down week, so I'd taken a week rest from training 3 weeks back, which when I came back I definitely got a bump, so I definitely felt my fitness had jumped in that week off. But then I had like I mentioned in the last video, had a little bit of a road traffic accident, and that kind of brought a lot of stress on, and then there was a couple of other things going on, so the stress was probably a little bit higher than usual, and it was a really warm and humid day yesterday as well, so that kind of contributed to it as well. And I'm getting a lot of what I call heart rate variability, so my heart rate's jumping up and dropping down. So that's just a sign that the stress, physical stress, and then stresses from other things in life are probably just taking their toll at the moment. So yeah, so that was why the MAF test didn't go quite to plan. But to be honest with you, I suppose in reflection, I'm pretty happy that it stayed the same. I wouldn't have been surprised if it did drop. Wouldn't have been surprised if I was slower than the 40 minutes to get the 8k done. I setting out, I thought I might have been, especially because it was so warm and kind of sticky and humid, but hitting the same time as I did last time I suppose was pretty good. Anybody who does kind of prolonged endurance type training will know that it's not all sunshine and roses. You certainly go through peaks and troughs with your training. I had probably been through a peak around the last time where I did a MAF test, and this time I'm definitely one of the troughs. I can't confess to enjoying training all the time. Certainly at the moment, a lot of the sessions I'm doing seem like chores. It's a struggle to get out. You're looking for any excuse not to go. You know, as people say to you quite a lot, I would encounter quite a few people throughout my day because I work as a osteopath and a physical therapist, and so in a clinic type basis where I'm recommending exercise and stuff to people, and people can often comment on they would love to be able to do some of the things I do, because I probably exercise a lot compared to, let's say, the average person. But it doesn't come easy. It's not always easy. It's not always enjoyable either. It's kind of quite often it can be a chore, and anybody can do the stuff that we do. It's just a matter of getting out there and doing it. And it's not a case of you know, how do you keep yourself motivated? You know, if you're going to sit around and wait for motivation to come and to rescue you and take you to all these highs, then you're going to be sitting there a long time waiting, because I always say motivation is a bullshit idea. You've got to have some goals, you've got to have some plans, you've got to have some ideas of where you want to go to with your physical fitness and where you want to take it, whether that just be wanting to walk every day for, you know, 20 minutes, or whether you want to do an Ironman. It doesn't matter. As long as you just get yourself some goals and just work on going through them. And like I outlined I think before in this vlog, I always try and have about 10 little goals, 10 very achievable goals that I can work through each week. That's what keeps me going. I don't like saying keep me motivated. It's very easy to be not motivated. But yeah, little goals all the time, so just small little things that you can work for, whether that's just I'm going to try and run 3 times this week, I'm going to try and run 40k this week, or I'm going to try and run twice, cycle twice, swim twice. There's loads of little different goals that I use, and 9 times out of 10 I don't tick off all 10 each week, but if you get 6 or 7 out of the 10, you feel a whole lot better than not doing any, or not having any goals and not achieving any of them. And then there's always the 1 or 2 medium to long term goals as well, which I'm working on. So my medium term goal at the moment is the half Ironman in Cork got cancelled due to lack of ambition from the Irish government. So it's cancelled due to coronavirus, even though pretty much everybody will be vaccinated by the time that race comes around. So that's out, but there is a half Ironman race in Tyrone, which is at the end of this month. So I'm doing that, but that wouldn't be what I would call a target race. I'm just doing that just to haven't raced in a long time. So I'll go up, I'll do it, 1.9k swim, 90k bike and a 21.1k run. Check this out. Up in Lake Mucknow in Castleblaney. So yeah, I'll do that just kind of to let myself see where I am. I won't be pushing it too hard in that race. I think I did it 2 years ago. I think I must check it. I'll stick it up here. I think I did it at about 5:21 or thereabouts. I would imagine I'll be slightly quicker this year, just going through the motions. I didn't really race it that 2 years either. It was just getting back into triathlon after a 10-year hiatus. So 2 years ago, I think it was around that 5. Anyway, I'll stick it up there. And then the big goal will be to go to Barcelona and do a good race in Barcelona. Yeah, once I get this Tyrone race done, then I will have a look at the time that I'm gonna go for in Barcelona. I would hope that I will be thinking about around that 5 hour mark, certainly under 5:10. But yeah, the 5 hour mark will be good. But again, I'll know more, I'll be more specific about the time I wish to do in Barcelona once I get this Tyrone race done. I see how I feel on my time trial bike. I haven't had my time trial bike off the turbo trainer in God, it's coming up on 18 months. I've only raced on it twice since I bought it, so I'll see how I feel on that. I bought little riser blocks, so I'll stick them on and see how we feel doing that. And anyway, that's about it. I'll wrap this up, so I don't want it to be too long. But here's a link to my first MAF test, and here's a link to my second MAF test. And then over here, right up the top there, I'll stick a link to the third MAF test that I did, and that one is probably the best one I did. So I think I'm going to try it again in 2 weeks. I think I'm going to give myself a 2 week window to just try and get my body back, get the heart rate sorted, and do that test again. And I shall keep you up to date, or I will let you know when I'm doing that.